perfect.
This is Sailor Moon, love. This is Sailor Moon.
I thought you were doing this.
No. No. Power of love. Come on.
I'm gonna edit that and put that in the beginning. No, just
Why are you doing a loser
Why are
sign?
you doing a loser
No,
sign,
there's
Taylor?
one more finger. There's one more finger out of Sailor Scout.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host with the most, Sam the Bomb. Hello. I'm here by myself. I'm not with Danny and Nick this week. That's okay, because I don't like them. I'm just kidding. I'm here with two other lovely people, though. This is Taylor and Natalie from the band Hey King, and I wanted them to hang out with me today and do a podcast. And you know what? I need more musical guests on this podcast anyway. So who better to hang out with than Hey King? So how are you guys doing?
We're doing
Awesome.
great. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you. We don't
Yeah.
speak English usually.
Do you guys like finish each other's sentences and things like that? And sandwiches? Yeah. I always make my partner finish my food. I'm just like, just one more bite. Just I can't. Like this. So you guys are in a band called Hey King, but you guys are also a couple.
Yes.
We are.
Yeah, that's so. I mean,
Make out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're. I mean, like I always say that you like your partner or partners are like your best friends anyway, and making music with your best friends is like the best thing.
The best.
It's
thing.
amazing. It's a trip.
Yeah. I mean, she had Hey King before I came along and joined the band, and she was like my favorite songwriter.
Oh,
And no, for real, her music was amazing. And then when she asked me to join it and be like a permanent member in it, I was very hesitant at first. And because I, like she's on like a musical pedestal in my mind, and I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna have to level up.
Yeah, right.
Sense of being when it comes to like what I can do and just no, I think the energy that Taylor brings to the band is like, irreplaceable. It's amazing. So I love that we do that. But definitely as like a couple mixed with like bandmates, it's a trip. Like we have a lot of ups where we get to like tour the world together and see all these cool places and be in the studio, all these things that you think you're gonna do kind of by yourself, like you end up doing it with like your best friend and your partner, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
But then with like all the stress and all the stuff, like we definitely we started using name tags to differentiate our roles a little bit.
Like, so if we're in practice mode, it's like I'm your bandmate. Do not feel bad about hurting my feelings. My job as a bandmate is to make sure that like your arrangements come through in the songs. And then, like, if I'm like girlfriend, then it's like, hey, my bandmate really pissed me off today.
Yeah.
And Natalie's just like, oh, I wonder who that is. Like, but
which one?
Yeah, which one?
Oh, me,
So Natalie, though, I was just because I was perusing. You directed some movies that Taylor and you put Taylor in them, right?
We actually co-direct a bunch of stuff. Taylor's an incredible filmmaker, and
I taught her.
Okay.
I raised her in filmmaking. I raised this girl.
I was writing long before Taylor, but Taylor definitely introduced me like in terms of directing, and we started making stuff from like beginning to end. We made all of our music videos together. Like co-edited and co-directed. But yeah, I've written for a long time, and so like I mean, she's my muse in music and in the rest of my life. So like it's definitely been a blast to like come up with characters where we'll sit down and be like, what do you want to like play? And then like write up like a cool script for her, and yeah, so we've made some really nice like shorts and working on a feature, and that's awesome. Yeah.
That is, so you're just doing it right now. Like you're just doing all of it kind of. So what would you say is like in terms of what you're focusing more on right now is the music though, right?
Natalie's music forward, right? Like
Yeah, I'd say music's first and film is second for me, and Taylor's
is
film
opposite.
first.
Film has always been first, and then music is secondary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the last music video you did, beautiful. That was you guys directed that though, right?
We directed all of our music videos.
Oh, all of them. Okay. Ooh.
And we edited them too. So we did all the post editing.
beast.
It was all of these were pretty beasty.
We pretty much became a production company this past year.
Yeah.
And we're
Dude,
like,
seriously.
with
Yeah.
everything, like it was just like Beautiful was crazy because it was just three of us. So Taylor and I directed and we were in it, so we direct each other's scenes.
And we hired an amazing DP, Andrea Chamberlain, to like just come with us across California. We went like so many places.
So we spent like 4 days on the road, like getting all of this stuff, and then Taylor and I have to condense 4 days of footage down
to
to
like 3 minutes,
3.5 minutes. It's crazy.
Imagine. I need to get better at video editing, man. I used to like, because I went to school for multimedia or digital design, right?
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
And so I love graphic designing. Like I can, Photoshop my face out of here. But like, like whenever we did like the digital film courses and things like that, I had so much fun. Like, I wish I could get better at that.
Especially the music, because it reminds me a lot of like just working on Pro Tools, where everything is like you can see all the beats and you can see where the changes need to take place and like all the pockets where you can just have these like little moments. Like it's a really fun, especially with like music and it's similar with shorts and stuff too. It's all about rhythm. And like I love that.
Well, it's cool too because like I'm sure like you can like you're clicking around, right? And it's like, when this guitar part comes in or when Taylor comes into this verse, I want this clip to show or a cut into here. Like that's got to be super fun.
Oh, completely. Yeah, with like Beautiful, when the chorus hits, it was like get that open road. Spaces. Like it was all about trying to get the story down so that the changes can happen. Where
at one point in editing Beautiful, we wanted to do Beautiful Natalie and Finn and Beautiful Taylor and Elliot.
So it was like a dual music video. So
yeah, we were like, we should just do two versions because my whole story was like based on quitting my mascot job, which I actually had in high school that I just walked away from and left the costume out.
And I used to be a Disney princess at birthday parties.
Yeah, so. Taylor's whole process of like shedding like the princess like vibe and like becoming like a part of like who you are and binding, and like that was such an incredible like storyline for me that I was like, I just want to make a whole video of just like Taylor's story. Mine's a little sillier, but I love yours.
That music video makes like 10 times more sense to me now, and I love it. Like I just like I love that.
Oh, thanks.
Because I kind of like, I mean, I got that, right? It was like you guys are moving on, but like now hearing that you're saying, but no, that's real talk. Like it's like, that's amazing. Sometimes it takes a journey to like something that I've learned in my 30 years of life is like, I don't know, like the way you guys look at each other. Like you don't find something like that around the corner. You know what I mean?
You never know.
No, but when you do find it, it's because it found you. You know?
Right? Yeah.
I love that.
We have a whole like big paper across our bathroom, like right next to the toilet, just like all this like paper, and we call it potty love wall. It's our love wall, but it's in the toilet room. And we'll be writing notes.
Sounds so much worse. It used to be behind our bed, and then we moved, and we're like, this would be really funny if it was in the bathroom. So like, in the bathroom,
we'll just write like little love notes, and a lot of them are like, I'm just so lucky you found me. Like they're just like little, and then some random like things will be like, I don't know.
Yeah,
they're
just
memories or random. Yeah, like I lost my wallet.
Yeah. I love that because it's like you are continuing to like lift each other up, and it's also kind of an inspo wall too. Like, yeah.
I always
love
find
that.
them there. It's awesome.
Yeah, we like try to like write them really small and like be like, have you found my note yet?
Yeah.
It's like, no, I haven't needed to use the bathroom in a very long time. I'm not.
Just start trolling each other like it's like in the way corner, like really small.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love it.
Ridiculous.
So your latest record just came out earlier this year though, right?
Yeah,
it's 1 month
April
ago.
9th.
Yeah.
April 9th.
Oh, a month ago. Okay.
Yeah.
But the you were putting out videos for it like before that though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? So like you recorded that during the pandemic, obviously, right?
So we actually recorded it right before the pandemic. We finished production on it, and then the label had an idea of like, hey, we really don't know what's happening, so let's break these songs into an EP and then have the album released next year, which is this year now.
So they released 4 songs back in August, but they pushed the whole album. It was supposed to come out about a year ago. So they pushed it all a year, thinking the pandemic would be done, and then
kind of almost. We're getting there. We are getting there.
Yeah.
But live music is still kind of only the states that are open, I guess, are playing. We're in California, so we're a lot stricter, which I'm happy. Safety first. But it's been such a weird thing releasing music that's like this vulnerable and this close to heart during something that's so
closed off.
You know, yeah, because everything that we've like gotten to like interact with has been like online, and it's always through a screen, and it's very not the same.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to talk to another person.
Yeah. Hi.
People.
Because the last time I did an extra one of these episodes with a musician on, that's kind of what happened to them. Was they put out a record in like 2019, and it was like the first record they had put out. They're like reunited. You know what I mean? It was like a comeback for them, and they had plans for 2020, and then.
Yep. Us too.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, the saddest plan that didn't,
especially for Taylor.
For me, yeah, because I've always, obviously, I'm a huge weeb, so I really wanted to go to Japan, and then we got a 5-city tour planned,
like in Japan.
Yeah, for last year. It never happened, but like I was like, oh, so sad. One of them was the Sakura Festival in like the outskirt of Kyoto, and that would have been dope. But we'll do it. We will do it.
I normally like, here's the thing, right? So my musical background is like, I was like in hardcore and heavy metal bands and queercore bands and things like that. So like normally back then I especially did not listen to the kind of music you guys play. It wasn't only until probably like about 6-10 years ago that I started listening to like things outside of like hip hop and hardcore. So yeah, I love your guys' music though. Like it's so
thank you.
It's so amazing.
That I started listening to of like as a kid and stuff were all from AMVs that I would stumble upon on YouTube. Like that, like AMVs like shaped my music along with like film and television. I feel like a lot of like the playlist or like the songs that I would listen to came from like
me too
creators. Yeah.
Yep.
Put on like a Taylor Swift song, and I'll be like, "What? It made you suddenly listen to Taylor Swift?" And she's like,
"There's a Roy Hawkeye and Roy." Yeah, there's Roy and Risa.
I can't stop listening to it.
OTP. Roy and Risa forever and ever.
I love it. Yeah. So were you? So 2020, you were supposed to go on tour then, right? Or
oh yeah. Yeah, and pull out the record and radio tours. And
it'll still happen.
Also, it's just we're all just re-scrambling, trying to figure out, what's next. But we look forward to going back on the road. That's like my favorite part of all this for sure.
Did you guys get the Fauci ouchie?
We did.
Yeah.
We're back in the Fauci.
Oh.
Yeah. The Fauci ouchie. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we're vaccinated. Yes.
I just got my second one, and like I was ready for it to like KO me, but the side effects only lasted for about 4 hours, so that was pretty nice.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then I woke up and I was like, oh, I feel better, but I'm still like really tired because I just spent the last 4 hours fighting, so now I'm like super tired, so I'll just go back to bed anyway. But yeah, dude,
big relief.
I've been done wanting to go to Japan, I'll tell you. And when you guys get there, I hope you guys go because that is gonna be amazing. Like, because the last musician I talked to when we had him on, they went, and he was talking about going through all the weeb stores and stuff, and he was like, yeah, we went into this one Visual K Rock store, and they had like Nazi propaganda stuff because they didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, and so he like explains like, yeah, dude, in America, this is
not okay.
Yeah. And the store owner was like, oh, really? Like, yeah. And like, you know, there's a difference, right? Because in Japan, they always say manju or manju, which is like, it's the 4-point star, but like in a square and it's facing the other way. So they just thought it was that.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Which is not that at all. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Backed out of that store quite slowly.
Yeah, he was. You should listen to it. It was kind of funny. He was like laughing. He was like, we kept all nervous laughing because we didn't understand. Like, but dude, yeah, okay, that's a great question. Where's the first place you would go to? Like you land, right? And obviously you got to check in your hotel and stuff. You're getting sushi, right? You're getting sushi.
I'm probably getting ramen first.
Oh,
but
true.
I think the place though I would really love to go is the Miyazaki Museum.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
cool.
big
Yeah,
fan.
dude. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I want some Japanese bakery.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So good.
Yeah, dude. Get like the melon pan. Ooh, I love me some melon pan. There's an Asian store by me that has it, but like, you know, it's like comes on a plane, obviously, so it's like not as good as like if you were to buy it there.
Like Asian store to Natalie's hand was Ramune because she had no idea how to open it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to tell her how, so I'm like, yeah, you know, just here, it's really good. It's like soda, but like better and like fruity and delicious. Here you go. And she's like, I don't understand.
I break the glass? I don't get it.
You break the glass.
I just break it.
She's got a knife to it, trying to do this. Like,
now I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ramen was really good.
Oh yeah.
So speaking of music videos and your music, let me tell you this, okay? Just because I got the connections, let me hook you up, okay? Let me hook up the homies. Was like a couple months ago now. I don't know. I don't have a watch, but like, I had this guest on. His name is Min, and he owns a company with another person called Sugoi Media. And when we're done here, I want you to log on and make an account, because what Sugoi Media does is they get clips from anime and make them fair use.
Oh, sick.
So you can make anime music videos with your music.
You don't have to rip everything.
No. And since you guys are both editors and stuff, like, imagine how much fun you'd have with that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really, really cool.
I will tell Min to email you guys or one of your I'll tell Min to let you guys in, because there's like an approval process when you make an account. But like, I'll tell Min to give you the go ahead. I'll see if he'll let me do that. But no, like, imagine how cool that would be. Like, okay, like the song Sorry, by the way, is one of my favorite songs. Yeah. I imagine that, right? With like scenes from like Kimi no Nawa or something. Or I don't know. Like, that'd be sick. You know what I mean? I would love that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we would really want to mess with like Weathering with You, or like Your Lie in April, or obviously like Full Metal.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anything. I actually think they have Your Lie and Full Metal on there.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow.
Weathering with You, I'm not sure. But like, they're working. It takes a while, obviously, right? Because like fair use and all that's like complicated. But
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank
for
you.
sure. For sure.
Well, definitely.
For sure. So okay, so here's the energy I'm getting from y'all right now, okay?
Energy.
So Taylor is clearly, for those of you listening on the podcast feed and not watching this on YouTube, Taylor is clearly the weeb here, okay? So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Not that I'm sure Natalie, you've shown Natalie some anime, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been indoctrinated.
Yes.
Okay,
She's
well,
seen a lot. Like for someone that wasn't like brought up on this, she's her anime knowledge is pretty
It's okay.
pretty good. Pretty
It's
good
a-
for a non-weeb. And she's been to cons with me. I've like
True.
dragged her ass to cons. So
one of us.
you know, like the whole
One of us.
No, you're good.
So Natalie, like, what is like your favorite thing that Taylor has like shown you so far, you think?
So I definitely, the movies catch me more. I mean, Weathering with You in Your Name, like
Mhm.
both gorgeous. I mean, I think anybody, whether they're like familiar with anime or not, should absolutely watch those movies. And then the music, like I fell in love with Radwimps from there. And like it's just it's incredible.
Okay.
I love that. But I love like Your Lie in April. I mean, I've tried to get into Full Metal, but Taylor talks through the entire thing.
So that's my like Untouchable. That's my all-time favorite show ever. Like even if we're not even just talking about anime versus like any type of show, Full Metal Alchemist and X-Files, but like Full Metal Alchemist, I can't show her it because
So
like
every time
as soon as we'll start, I'll be like, but wait, hold on, we have to go back to the 03 version because hold on.
Yeah.
Brotherhood, a lot of Mace Hughes in this. Hold on, Mace Hughes is way bigger in the original. Let's just go back. Okay, watch this part. Okay, now we can go back. Wait, where were we? Hold on. I have to show you this one thing though. That subtext did not read as well as it did in the manga. You just hold on. Pause this and tell you all these things. Like
I'm like,
I'm so bad
because I care that
know,
you love it so much. So I'm like, I want to understand it better.
Yeah.
But like I can't.
I know.
I'm imagining that classic 80s movie scene, like Natalie's just sitting there, right? It's like you're doing a makeover, but not making over like physically. You're just like, okay, so here's what you need, right? And you start stacking all the manga, all the DVDs,
That's exactly
bags.
how it goes.
Somehow there's Edward's red coat draped over it, and you're just stacking more. Like, yeah. And Natalie's just like,
yeah.
I can't.
oh, you're gonna need this too because this is like the original manuscript of when
Hold on. There you go. And
the
here's like
manga wrote.
Actual
here's
manga.
Haruno Arakawa's art books for 1 through 4. Here you go.
And then I read all her little notes and her jokes, and I'm
her
like, she's
cow.
brilliant.
Yeah,
and then
she's
she's like,
brilliant.
yeah, but this isn't what you need to see. You need to see this. And then I'm like, but I just got into
so
this.
that's
like,
the one thing I
really
failed
hard.
on. But I do think as a weeb dating a non-weeb, when we started off, like when I started like introducing her into like animes, I was pretty good. I was pretty strategic. I started it off with like Princess Mononoke. Here's a full-length film. Here's a good Miyazaki film. It's also like one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
Great
Miyazaki.
message.
Oh, of course. And you don't necessarily need to know anything about anime to like get into like the story.
No.
And then I went to a very like, and then I showed her a couple like 12 to like 13 episode animes like Angel Beats. Wolf's Rain was longer. Longer.
Angel Beats gets me every time.
I know, right? It's so sad.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, she didn't give me a heads up that like everybody dies and everything. So you're like, oh, I'm so into this. Like, let me get into this character. And then, oh my god, they're fucking dead. Are you serious? Like, it just that's hard. That's hard.
Why you do her like that?
I know, it's everybody.
Yeah, and then like I got her into like some of like the really big like I don't know classics, but Death Note, and she loved Death Note, and I was like, perfect.
Great.
Let's keep going. And
but
then,
like, yeah, now I asked her at the beginning, will they all die?
Yes,
because I like them
more than likely.
Yeah, it's hard.
Dude, you trolled her. You trolled her with that one.
Oh
Yeah.
My bad.
Like, they all are already.
They're already dead. It's like
it's just like the way they do it too is like it's like high fiving everyone and it cuts away and they're gone. Like it's just like
it's so sad.
So that one was really sad. But I think like the one that actually like pissed her off and she had to take a break from me showing her things was Wolf's Rain, which is I don't know why I was like let's just jump into this guy. We had finished I think like Chrono Crusade or which one did we do? And then I started her off on like Fate Stay Night.
The 2003 one or the UBW?
I think this is no 2003 one.
The Studio Dean one.
Yeah, I was getting into like Zuko and shit like that. And so, but yeah, I think when I went to Wolf's Rain, that was when she got like really angry at me.
Why'd you do that to her?
Didn't mean to.
I didn't mean.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I really forgot. Like,
yeah, because when the girl falls down the cliff.
She's my favorite. Cher.
After I'm like, I love that, and she's like, "This is the best relationship. Like, I love their love," and I'm like, "Oh my god, me too." Oh, she's dead.
Oh,
like
my bad.
Like, ugh, it's a lot.
One that I've also like just kind of waited on showing her because I don't know how, because I think I'll turn into like my Full Metal brain is Cowboy Bebop. Like,
yeah. No, you know dude.
What, showed me Cowboy Bebop? She made me watch the last 2 episodes, and I was like, "This is not." I was like, "This is brilliantly written," but now I know everybody's dead. Like, let's just come on.
To be fair, it's really episodic. So like, you know, every episode's kind of, I don't know, dude. It's really good though. If you like Cowboy Bebop, you should show her Samurai Champloo after.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, Mugen. Oh my god, Gene. No, Samurai Champloo is really, really, and the score is like, I don't know, it's a whole vibe.
Because Cowboy Bebop is like cowboys in the future with jazz, and Samurai Champloo is like samurais in the past with hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Oh, it's really, really cool. I think you would love it.
In ways that don't make sense, because like you have, you know, back then obviously that music didn't exist, but like you have samurais like that'll turn their swords around and beatbox into the handle, like yeah, they're like boom, boom, boom. It's so good, dude. Okay, so now that you completely destroyed Natalie's just emotional wall,
100%.
Taylor's face. What's the next thing you plan on? Well, I guess you kind of said Cowboy Bebop, but like.
No, I would want to do like a more recent one. I got really into Darwin's Game. It came out last year.
Yeah.
Like, last year, and that one was kind of fun. And it has like kind of the I don't know.
She tried to make me watch Haiku, and then I was like,
oh.
I was like, who wins the game? She's like, no,
we
the
won't
entire
know.
season is one game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to Friday Night Lights where like
yeah.
It's so I love Haiku. I think that one was a pretty bomb. That was a pretty bomb sports.
My co-host Danny loves it. I have to start it again because like I started it and then forgot about it. But like the mangas.
How'd you forget about Tiny Giant?
I know.
What?
Because I was starting Hunter x Hunter at the same time, so I kind of.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Popping off.
Obviously, I love Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah,
I started like getting all the makings to make Kilo a skateboard with like the yellow grip tape and like the red arrow with the red wheels. Yeah, like
super dope.
Like, classic deck.
Do you just like cruise around on a skateboard?
Yeah, I've been street. Yeah, I have a longboard Sector 9 like 4-footer, and I've that was my first car. Like was just my longboard.
Yeah, just cruise around.
Yeah, I've been skateboarding ever since.
My first car.
Yeah, that was my first car.
But now you're gonna cruise around on Kilo a skateboard. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god, that'd be so dope.
Yeah.
Wait, so is Natalie watching Hunter x Hunter too?
No, she didn't. I showed her some scenes from it, like when like Killua goes into lightning mode, and that's.
But
really
she also
cool.
does the thing where like I'll be gone for like 4 hours or like a day, and I'll come back and I'll be like, "Oh, what are you watching?" She's like the 25th episode in a row of like I can't start it with her because when she starts, she's watched the entire thing by the time that I can even be involved. So that's
that was really funny. You said 20. I think I finished all when I did do my Hunter x Hunter marathon. I got to like the Chimera ants, like within the however long it took. I didn't stop or sleep, so I was like, this is cool. It's like kind of like Naruto, but like better. We live on a horse ranch, and one fly came in.
Oh, you live on a ranch? That's sweet.
Yeah. So if you see one,
that's what we need your cat.
Yeah.
Smokey, get over here.
We will trade now. Now we'll trade.
My dogs are just sleeping. They're not helping.
They're not helping this situation.
Let me grab the food for 1 second because I apologize.
Hey, it's just gonna be us for a little minute. Let's go.
So for the YouTube, for the people listening on your podcast app right now, and you're not watching the YouTube, Taylor's wearing a Killua shirt, so that's why we kind of bonded over that. Because for those of you who are in our Discord, you know that I'm like I started up on Hunter x Hunter again, and I'm in love. Like, I love.
It's so good. Yeah.
And I feel bad because I know a lot of people are like, oh, Togashi is just like on hiatus doing nothing. And it's like, but no, like, I think Togashi is like, I think as an artist, he's just drained. Like with what happened with Yu Yu Hakusho and all that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. As an artist myself, I definitely know how that feels. But I don't think I've ever been drained enough on a project to not ever finish it. So whatever happened to him must have been like terrible, you know? So
yeah.
So like the manga for Hunter x Hunter is still on hiatus or whatever. Are you caught up on the manga too then, or?
I'm not caught up on the manga.
Okay. I'm not
caught
either.
up on the manga with Demon Slayer. Like when I dive into mangas, it's usually because I've started the show and I'm like,
Sure.
I can't wait. Or it would be like what happened with Promised Neverland, which was I read the manga before the show even came out, and I was like, this is so good. And then I started watching the show, and then it kind of turned into like two separate entities completely, like not following it. And I was like, I'm just gonna keep reading that, and it was so good.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading the manga because
Neverland was so good.
Because what they did, like the first season was great, and then the second season was like,
guys, nope, we don't know that.
I'm kidding.
They cut out like a whole arc.
And a character, and a really important character.
So they cut out a whole character.
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't know this?
No, I just watched the anime because
cool.
like
totally fine.
Yeah,
I'm both. Like I'm definitely a both person. I think both is good. Like kind of Road to El Dorado. Like both is good.
I'm definitely a both person too. Like it's just like we were just watching it at the time, and I had never started it. And as far as I know, from my homies over at the Project Manga podcast, which they're amazing, by the way.
Awesome.
They were covering it because they cover Weekly Shonen Jump, so they cover the latest chapters every week.
Nice.
And so that was one of the top things coming out of Jump in like 2019, early 2020. Like, and then to hear that that's what they did with the anime, I was just kind of like, that's kind of sucky though. Like,
I feel like they're both going to be good though. I mean, because I'm a huge fan of Full Metal 03, and that followed the manga, I think only less than 20 chapters, and then like it diverged completely. But
then Brotherhood was like the more.
Yeah, Brotherhood definitely tried to follow it like really well. But I'm always like, if it starts like being different, then it's just two different things with like the same story start. Like I never have that big of a problem when things
mainly because you can't wait for new episodes.
I can't wait so I did I also did the thing with I was doing so good at being like anime only for AOT, and then this season came out and I couldn't wait, and because I thought that this was actually going to be the final season, not final season.
We all did. Yeah,
I know, right? And so I just went so crazy, and I was like reading all the manga up until the end, and it was awesome.
To, like, when a season ends on Sister Wives on TLC, and then I like go look up like the magazines to see if there's any new info on the couples.
I love this girl so much.
I
love her so much. What?
Hide back here.
Yeah, the manga divergent stuff is just like Sister Wives, and we really want to see what's actually
happening. When the season ends, and then I go stalk all their Instagrams to see whether they're like still together or if they Cody Brown. Like what happened?
I mean, that stuff is all filmed beforehand, so you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like the show and the manga.
No.
Same world.
No.
I understand you both.
I'm going to say I love her and move on.
Dude, you guys are so funny. Like, no, but I feel that. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I feel that because, like, so Attack on Titan, I was watching it as it aired the first time, and then it was like 2 years before they did the rest of it.
Yeah.
So I had caught up to the manga because I was tired of waiting. I was like, so then, when the anime was coming out, now I've read it. So let me ask you this: did you read? So you read the last chapter that just came out?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
A month ago. How do you feel about it? Without spoiling, like, how do you feel about it?
I didn't really see it being able to go a different way. Like
other than Aaron not being a jerk, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, when it came to like as chapters were coming out, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, but then as the ending came out after all those other ones that did make me go, what? I was like, this needed to happen, and hopefully my girl can move on.
Honestly.
I love her.
Honestly.
Yeah, she's actually my background of my phone.
On your phone.
My little
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, she's cool.
So what do you are you reading anything currently right now that's like currently being serialized?
No.
Oh, there it is.
Oh man, she's cool.
She just Jaegered you.
Yeah. Oh, she just did the errand.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, you're so cute. No, I think I mean, what manga have I? Demon Slayer. That's the thing. Before the movie came out, I couldn't wait after season 1 ended, and I watched all the episodes, and so I finished the manga that's up to date.
Okay, and the manga's finished, so yeah, it is. It's done.
It ends at the.
Yeah, it's done.
Then maybe my site didn't.
So there's been a lot of. If you're, let me just say this: if you were reading it at a website, let's call it, there's a lot of those websites have been being hacked and messed up lately. So it might have finished on your website that you were reading it on.
It didn't seem like it was done. That's
yeah.
for sure. I mean, it was post the movie and more.
Then the red light district, and then another, I think, arc after that. So yeah, I think
there's another. Okay, so red light was where. Okay.
I think your website stopped putting it on there. Yeah.
Okay, with like the Michael Jackson character.
Yeah, Muzan Kibutsuji. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we call him too.
Really? Okay. Good,
yeah, we call him that too. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to definitely look into that because I thought that was the like where it left off. Okay, cool.
You're gonna have to go to your local Barnes and Noble, homie.
Good.
You're gonna have to cop. You're gonna have to cop. Let me tell you this. Okay, here, let me recommend a couple to you. Because as long as I have you here, currently airing right now, Tokyo Revengers. That manga is in Weekly Shonen magazine, so not Shonen Jump, but Weekly Shonen.
Is it like adventure? Is it?
It's
like Hunter or?
It's a delinquent school gang anime, but there's like a catch to it. So like the main character, he's like a 20-some-year-old kind of. He's got like a lame job. His life sucks. It's boring. And then he gets pushed in front of a train and he wakes up back in time to when he was in a gang in middle school. And then he realizes that his girlfriend dies in his present time. So he tries to change the past while he's in the past to make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay. So and kind of like erased in a bit.
It's like erased and a school delinquent story put together. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I like these characters.
And what's currently in Jump that you should read? Hold on. You know what? Jujutsu Kaisen. Have you read or watched any of that?
I'm not read it yet. I'm only watching it right now.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah. No. That's what I really love, and I don't want it.
So who's your favorite character, and why is it Satoru Gojo?
So I was actually just about to say that, right?
Yeah.
Them eyes. That's them eyes. I don't know how like he has the body I want. Like I just want I want to look just like him.
He's daddy. he's big daddy energy. He's like making me feel things in my lady parts.
That one's gory. I haven't shown you that new one because it's just like
about the body.
Does Natalie not like the gory stuff?
I don't necessarily prefer like showing her all like because I like Code Geass type things, like like I like things that are more like psychological, like what's gonna happen. Like I told her all of Promised Neverland as I was reading through it because I'm like, this is amazing. They're like literally chess, but like through everything that's happening in their world.
I don't do like the war type stuff very well.
Yeah, she didn't like AOT when I tried showing it to her.
But it's the same with like non-anime. Like there's a ton of fighting. I'm like, let me go do something else. It's the sound too. I get that. Like I'm a little sensitive to like that much noise. I like the thoughtful stuff, which like you've shown me a lot of.
Yeah.
Have you shown Natalie any Mamoru Hosoda films? So like Summer Wars?
No.
Boy and the Beast?
No. The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, I think I told her about when I started watching it, but
It failed me is what she's saying.
Yeah.
I called you out.
I got obsessed with Your Name Director, and so I was showing her like
Makoto,
like the 5 inches or 5 centimeters, sorry. And then I also showed her the short one about the boy who makes shoes. The Garden Secrets. I can't remember all these names, but I showed her a lot of that director like films.
Makoto Shinkai.
I love the animation. Like it's just beautiful.
You should show her all of the Mamoru Hosoda films.
I definitely.
Summer Wars and The Boy and the Beast and Wolf Children is probably my favorite.
Wolf Children. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that one. Yes.
Yeah. You watched it without her?
Yeah. I've seen all the. They're pretty like. They're few.
I feel like very hurt.
They're pretty old. Like.
Taylor's like, dude, you're getting me in trouble. Shut up.
Yeah, I definitely need a list. I need to keep track of this a little bit better because I'm always like, even when I'm doing homework or doing whatever the stuff online, like I have like Funimation or Crunchyroll or other sites that I will not speak of, like just playing on in the background, that just like watching. I'm always like diving into random stuff. I think right now, like here, if I just right now I'm really into Log Horizon right now. That's the thing that I've been revisiting and watching.
New season's coming soon for that too.
I know.
Another one, yeah. It's gonna be dope.
Well, I wish that they would have finished the 3rd season. Like, I don't know. And if you don't know Log Horizon, you have to watch the 1st and the 3rd season on Funimation if you're not going to other sites, and then the 2nd season's on Crunchyroll.
I know, it's goofy. It's super goofy. Yeah. So Natalie, here's what you do, Natalie, okay? And just tell Taylor to get out of here. But here's what you do. You go on you go on Analyst, ANILIST. I think it's .net, I don't remember. But you make an account and then you just catalog everything you've watched. And then you show it to Taylor and be like, that's my list right there. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
And then Taylor make an analyst or a My Anime List. I prefer an analyst. Some people like My Anime List. But then you just look through her list and then Natalie can be like, okay, that one looks interesting. And then you watch it.
I believe there's a site for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Discogs. You guys use Discogs?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you should. But
I take the lists from the sites that I have. And then like I just watch that way I can like literally just watch them, or I have like all my DVD collections. And
I'd be terrified to see a list of all the things that I've spent time watching that are not in your guys' world, and like
it's
in the crappy reality show world that I've seen.
Oh, you mean your list?
My list. Not your list. Your list sounds wonderful. If I did a list of the things that I have watched, especially this past year, it would just be embarrassing.
What is your favorite, Natalie? What's your favorite reality show?
Right now, Extreme Sisters is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. Like I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and she was like, "There should be just a Peabody Award for finding these people." Extreme Sisters is they just started on TLC, and it's about crazy twins that like and their lives together, and like, I just would never imagine that these people.
Oh wait, are they the ones that were on? My Strange Addiction.
I
Those
think
girls.
there's one couple where I heard that they were on like another show at one point, like as well for an episode. But there's two girls from Australia that like speak in unison, which is insane. And then like, but they have to do everything.
I'm trying to do it, but
Oh
I don't
my
know.
God.
I can't even explain these stories because they're so terrible. But what I was talking to Taylor about the other day, how funny this is that like when I watch anime, I'm like, I'm not doing enough with my life because these people have these like beautiful missions and they're out to like change the world and they have these like or their own personal journeys and legends. And then you walk away and you're like, man, I've got to like do something. And then like out, but when I watch
like Extreme Sisters,
I'm like, I'm doing great. Like
I'm perfect. My life is actually wonderful.
Like, when I watch 90 Day Fiance and these terrible shows, like I feel wonderful about my life. I don't think that I'm like anyway. So
I was just going over. I don't know. I just pulled up one of my lists and like, dang, there's so many amazing ones that I got so into. Like Rising of the Shield Hero, Bungo Stray Dogs, Darwin's Game was my favorite. Like first season that came out from 2020. I really dug it. And then I watch all these weird ones where it's like Death March to a Parallel World, like or I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Like I love the shit that's kind of like Log Horizon.
Yeah, like isekai stuff. Yeah,
like where like you're transported into a game world and then what's gonna happen, and there's so many of those, and I love them.
I'm Standing on a Million Lives was interesting. Like that was really cool. Like the way the rules were set up.
I know.
It was crazy, dude.
And you got to ask a question after every like mission complete type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Our dog's snoring. It's cute. God of High School was a good one that came out. Have you ever heard of Kisniver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show.
That one was cool, right?
At first I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it and then didn't like it, but then I don't know, it was kind of weird because for a Trigger show, it was very like emotional.
Yeah.
And dramatic, but like it was really cool. Like I really like the characters, you know? Yeah. The way the characters were written were really cool. I really liked it. Like I really liked Tanga a lot. I think Tanga was cool, the red hair.
Yeah.
And the main character, like he can't feel anything. And it was just like it was very interesting.
Yeah. It was really, that one was pretty cool. And it like watching that through, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like I really, really liked how the whole goal was to connect them to the point that like if you feel happy instead of like, because it starts off with like linking them up with like physical stuff.
Yeah.
And that was just really, that was something like for me, it was like kind of like a spin and something I had never seen like in an anime before. And then, Haiku made me like go into like the world of sports anime a bit. So I did a lot of cross country as a kid throughout like high school and some of college. And so Run with the Wind was a pretty good one. If you're into sports anime, Run with the Wind, Run with the Wind.
Yeah, one it's like free running kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
yeah.
Like it's long distance running.
Long distance running. That's what it is.
That was really, really cool. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we reviewed that when it aired that season
for the first time this year, and like that was last year, and that was cool. Just binging every single episode of Black Clover. Very Naruto vibes of like I'm gonna be the Wizard King. Done. Clover. And then I've also read a ton of them all too. Good. I love Black Clover.
Oh, so you are watching a current Jump thing then?
Oh,
that's in Weekly Shonen Jump? Yeah.
Yeah. Black Clover. Yep. It reminded me of like when I was a kid watching like Naruto, like he's gonna be Hokage someday. Like what's gonna happen? Yeah. Yeah,
because I think the biggest thing that's coming out of Jump, other than like One Piece, My Hero, and Hunter x Hunter, which is on hiatus, obviously, is Jujutsu Kaisen, Dr. Stone, Black Clover. A lot of people really like Sakamoto Days and Boruto, which is like I don't know, Boruto's like it's kind of weird, but there's some cool moments.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
This is Hey King Against the Fly, part 1. Possibly consisting in 4.
Yeah. Mashal, I hear, is really good, which is like it's called that because it's like a fusion of muscle and magic.
Ooh.
And Jigaraku, I guess, is a good one. One that I'm reading out of Weekly Shonen Jump right now is called Undead Unluck.
I don't.
And and I hope they do an anime of it.
Because it's not okay. For me, my manga interest is usually from like a
It
start
starts
of
from the anime. Yeah.
I can't wait, and then I'll just watch it and then read all of the manga.
I can't wait till you watch Chainsaw Man. That anime is going to be so good.
Okay, cool.
It was the best thing. It's only 90 some chapters. Easily one of the best things that came out of Jump in 17, 19, and 20, in my opinion. But Undead Unluck, the way the power system works in that one is your power is an something. So the main character, her power is unluck. So, or unlucky. So if you touch her, something really unlucky is going to happen to you.
Oh wow!
Like
and
fate.
Yeah, and the other main character, he is undead, so he can't die. So cool. Smokey's power could be uncool because he's a jerk. You know what I mean? Like that just makes sense. Yeah, things like that. So I just. That's probably my favorite one. I just ordered the first volume of it, but my manga shelf is not that good. I'll tell you that right now. It's not that beefy. I wish I had more physical.
I definitely read online, but like the ones that I will keep are like the art books, and then I also have my waifu, and then
there she is. Hey,
I have like really like the nice like I have these ones throughout a Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, those are sweet. Those like collections.
I like the nice. Whenever I am adding like books to my tiny house in LA, and they have to just be beautiful. Like, yeah. And everything's so accessible right now. Like I totally understand like people that are into manga but don't collect it. Like, because that's a real thing. You don't have to.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, there's people who just. Like, I think my co-host Danny reads a lot of hers on her iPad right now.
Yeah.
She likes having the physical too, but it's like she loves the convenience of like.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them you can buy like on Amazon, which is nice, or you can just have like a Viz Media account or whatever. But, yeah, dude. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Japan and reality shows, though, this is something you can watch together, since Natalie likes reality shows. On Netflix, there's a show called Terrace House. And write it down. It's the way it's not like a weird reality show. It's any kind of competition or catch or anything. All it is they get this really sweet house. They put 6 people in it and they can just come and go as they please. That's all it is. But for some reason, it's like really interesting.
Okay.
It's like okay, so the first one I watched was actually they all take place in Japan except for the second season. The second season is called Terrace House, like Aloha, something or other, because it takes place in Hawaii, and it takes place in the part of Hawaii where there's like a lot of Japanese and English speakers. So it's like. It's really cool. But like there's like it's like 4 or 5 episodes in and one of the people leaves already, and then when one person leaves, they just replace that person. So it's just like, and the way they do it in like Japan is just like it kind of helps add to their. Oh, by the way, here's the best part of it. It intercuts between like the house and a group of like famous Japanese comedian and actors sitting on a couch watching it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like they're commentating on it while like they're like watching it with you, it's really funny. And then it comes out like a couple weeks later. And then there's even like a episode in the Aloha one where they're watching it. They're watching like the previous episode and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's when so and so was here." And yeah, it was goofy. Like it's really weird, but you might like that. Natalie, and you might both like it. And That's all I got for reality shows. Because I
Oh,
don't. Yeah.
a lot of things other than reality shows.
What else do you watch? What else do you like?
She got me into like Friday Night Lights. She got me into
That's a good show.
like really
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Watching Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
Of course.
she got me into like Big Little Lies too. Like that. Like she watches some really good like series. Yeah, like American series. Yeah.
I have not started The Boys, and people keep telling me to watch that one.
I've not started it either. Her brother's a really big fan of The Boys, but it's the one of like.
It's on Amazon.
Isn't that the superhero one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one where like that big. He kept on showing us scenes from it with like the water. Yeah, we've not watched that one either, but we've heard great things about it.
Have you ever seen Cobra Kai?
Not yet.
No,
not yet.
Oh my god, you have to watch it. Like, it's so good. It's so good. But mainly because like, okay, like for me personally, I grew up watching those movies, like the Karate Kid movies. Like I had all of them on. I would watch those on repeat all the time for some reason when I was a kid. I still have my VHS copies of them. But like, Cobra Kai does a really good job of like, I don't know, like changing the narrative. So you're not viewing it from one person's point of view. You know what I mean? Like they took the joke from How I Met Your Mother, you know, of like, oh, Daniel is the real bully.
Yeah.
And they made a story out of it, and it just like worked. I don't know, dude, it's so crazy. Like in the beginning, you don't even know who you're supposed to be rooting for. And then by the middle of it, you're kind of like, okay, wait a minute. And then by the third season, you're like, like, honestly, you'll binge it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If I'm wrong, I will come over there and I'll buy you a hamburger. But like, honestly,
vegetarian
deal.
Hopefully. Yes.
I'll buy you a veggie burger, a Boca burger.
Perfect.
But yeah, so let me ask you this. So now that, I mean, I guess now that things are kind of somewhat getting back to normal, because you guys are in California, right?
Yeah. It's a little crazy here.
What's because like they're in my opinion, California's being a little bit more safer about it than most people are. But what's next for you then? Like, so are you guys writing for another record right now, or are you guys gearing up for maybe a small tour?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, we definitely hope to get back on the road by like the fall or so, even if it's like, you know, some like smaller venues in states around the country. Like, I think we just miss being out there and playing and seeing people. We're doing like a couple of like in-store like at record store shows and some stuff like that around here, and when LA starts opening back up, we'll be back doing that. But yeah, definitely like want to get back and start playing some stuff like by the end of the summer. It'll be fun.
Are you guys gonna do something for Record Store Day?
Oh, that'd be cool. We haven't signed up for any of those yet.
It's only a couple weeks away, so I don't know. Yeah, I totally forgot about it till today.
We've been very overwhelmed. It's been a little crazy, but like trying to catch back up and figure out what's happening next.
I feel like a lot of like the music is just kind of like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's a strange time, but excited to like.
But we are still creating so
yeah, music, for whatever's next. That's gonna be fun. Yeah.
How much? Let me ask you this: What if somebody made like an anime music video, but it was you guys, like they drew the two of you in anime form? That would be dope, right?
That would be sick.
Really dope.
If any animators are listening, hey.
Yeah, like have like a little like Haking opening, like Haking as an anime opening.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
A bunch of different cosplays and me just in the outfit. Like, cool.
Dude, what if you did that? What if you guys performed at cons?
That's what we.
That's
we would
actually my
love to.
first band I was ever in. We were a anime opening and ending cover band, and we performed at conventions. Like we did like Phoenix Comic Con a couple years in a row.
What?
We did like Sabaton Con. Yeah. Like that was my first time as like a singer on stage. I think early teens, like 13, 14. And we would play all these different like anime and Comic Con events, and we would just be doing anime theme songs. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like Yui, we did like Rolling Star, we did Again, which is Bleach and Full Metal. We also did, oh man, so many things. I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember, is it High School of the Dead?
Yeah.
Okay, the really like zombie and boob anime.
Yeah.
Opie. Okay, cool. Yeah, we did that like opening theme song. It was just
Opie.
yeah, and that was my like first experiences actually like in a band.
Let's get hiking at some cons.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sweet.
Fun.
I'm down.
I love that environment. I think it's amazing.
I mean, like, even if it's just for like, you know, how like on Saturday nights they have like the rave or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like do that part, and then it'll be a rave after. I mean, because like this, I mean, it's been done before. Because Johnny Young Bosch, the voice actor, he was in that band called Eyeshine, and they always did that.
That's
like performed at cons and stuff. It's sad that they broke up because they were sweet, but yeah, that'd be sweet, dude. Could cosplay on stage.
Get on it. Okay. Well, maybe Sabo. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe Sabo.
That'd be awesome.
I can talk to the director and see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. So before we get out of here, let me ask this. Any music anime that you have seen?
I've seen Given, and it was really gay and really great.
So good. It's so good. Yeah, Given is so good.
I did love that show. I've also seen K-On! Like that's just adorable. I dug that. But I'm when it comes to like out of the adventure-y realm, because I love like Rising the Shield Hero, Black Clover, like that type of thing.
What genre does like Violet Evergarden fall into?
Oh man,
that's the kind of stuff that like
Violet
I
Evergarden.
love. Like it's beautiful, or like Your Lie in April, like beautiful.
Well, Your Lie in April, I think is a lot different than.
It's like a romance drama.
Yeah, and school.
Violet Evergarden was like a fantasy period piece drama.
It was amazing. Oh, I also showed her that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Violet
I
Evergarden.
love that.
I remember I started
good.
binging it, and I got into like, I don't know, like late, like almost finished with the ones that were on Netflix, and then I was like, hold on, I need to watch this with Natalie. Yeah, and I started it over, and I just watched
You did
it. With
it.
her.
You actually stopped.
I did. I started before I finished it, and I was like, you have to watch this because
let's bring back that tradition.
Okay. Yeah.
Natalie's just like, oh, thank you. Like,
I was proud of that too because it was so perfect. Oh man, I love Violet Evergarden.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, Studio KyoAni. They it's just amazing what they do. Number one, and number two, with what's going on in the anime industry right now and how they treat animators, they're one of the few companies that treat their employees very well.
That's good to know.
And then the KyoAni fire in 2019, when that happened, it was just like, it was horrible. You know what I mean? And it's just like they persevered somehow, and we all came. That was like one of those times where like we all came together and like everyone donated money to like rebuild their stuff. And they were like, you know what? We're not going to rebuild our studio. We're just going to give all this money to the families of the people who affected, like who was like, cause like there were people who died obviously. And they gave it to the family of those people.
Oh,
it was so cool. And I think my whole goal with like doing this podcast is like when am I ever going to get the chance to talk to you two again? You know, like, and not
show up in Wisconsin.
I'll show you some anime memes from Instagram.
Okay, yeah, that, but also like, or I mean, before this, right? Like, now I have this connection with the both of you. And now that's more power I have to take space for like queer women and other queer people or other just people who don't feel welcome in this community. And I think that's like why I like to do these podcasts with like, I'm sure some of my listeners are going to be like, oh, I don't know who Hey King is, but I'm going to listen to this anyway. And now they're going to know. And now I have 2 people in my Sexy Summit squad who I can have take space with me. You know, like we can talk about safe spaces all day, but like I want to take space. You know what I mean? So like I love that. And I love that you did that with me today, you know? So I think like when that whole thing happened and we all came together, there was no this, that, or there was no edgelord people being jerks or nothing. It was just like everyone came together and donated money, and it was really cool. And I want that for the anime community. I want that for all of us, you know, like to look out for each other and stuff. And I'm never gonna forget you guys now.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
If anime wasn't around, like I would definitely not be the person who I am today. Like I feel like shows that were on Adult Swim and like, you know, the early on American, like even Big O and random things, like they were the family members that I had like growing up. And then when I started going to cons, like that community was like not, you're right, like very, very safe space and just allowed me to take space and to be like who I was. Like when I first put on a cosplay, I didn't feel like I was in costume. I felt like I finally could see myself like reflected back at me. It was really powerful. And that whole community is such a beautiful thing. Yeah. I really dig this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's why I like doing podcasts with like, especially like when I had heard the background of your band and how you guys met and all that stuff, I was just like, I need this. This is what my podcast needs. I need this. I need it. If anything, I need it for me, you know? And I think for my listeners out there who have the same aspirations or to be authentic or even just be musicians like you guys have, and they can listen to this and like be inspired in some way, or at the very least be entertained at y'all shenanigans. Like, you know, like if like I did my job then, I think, you know. So yeah. So I
also look out if they go watch the music videos. Taylor like gives a nod to anime in every single music video.
Does she really? I need to go back and watch them.
Yeah, like Half Alive, like everything else, she either has like a patch or like a t-shirt or like there's always something that like she's giving a shout out to, like
No Game No Life. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You saw the music video
show.
Sorry with the older couple. I'm wearing a I Love Humanity, his yellow t-shirt with the red heart and the Japanese characters.
Wait a second.
Beautiful. She's wearing this jacket.
I put my Gamble patch from Tsunade on my beautiful jacket for beautiful music video. Like and then we got asked to do like a Rolling Stones thing, and I'm wearing like my Spike Spiegel shirt that says "See you later, Space Cowboy." Like I just love to like, hey.
I have to go back and clearly I wasn't paying attention, but I had to go back and watch those. You know, like
little Easter eggs of my weebness.
That's so amazing. Okay, so tell me and my listeners this, okay? Before we get out of here, where can we find Hey King music? Where can we find where to hang out with you, talk to you?
Oh, I mean, we're definitely on all social media platforms as Hey King Band. So you can find us, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, sometimes on TikTok.
Sometimes,
very quite overwhelming. So just at Hey King Band. Or the website is heykingofficial.com, and that has like the link to all our music. We're on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. All our music videos are out on YouTube, Amazon Music, everything. We're out there. But definitely, hit us up. Let us know where we should come play next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For you listeners out there, if you guys love Taylor and Natalie and you want them to hang out with me some more, please let me know. Okay. links.animesummit.net. I will definitely make it happen somehow. I always do, because I'm good at everything, I think.
Nice.
I really love you guys. Like, I love your energy. I love your story. I love your music. Okay, like that's like we already established that. But like, you know, I love hanging out with you guys. So if you guys ever want to hang out with me again,
Yes.
Absolutely.
no
Thank you so much
problem.
for having us.
Yeah, I would love that.
And
This
I'm
is a lot of
just
fun, and I have a whole like new things to add to my
And
list.
She will show me more animes
No.
before we talk next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll have more things to contribute.
yeah, I love this. And I mean,
Maybe Akame got killed.
don't do that to her. What is the matter with you?
I'm joking.
Everybody-
That was just a joke. I promise. Probably like a place further than the universe, like that, like type of realm, like
Oh, that's a good one.
like the beautiful ones. That okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I will.
you got
Yes.
oh man, you guys are amazing, and thank you again for doing this with me. I really appreciate it. And so wait, hold on a second. So your album just dropped, right? In April.
Yes.
And we can get that like on iTunes. Can we get physical versions of it or no?
Yeah, you can buy physical versions from Amazon. You can buy them off of the website directly, and then in stores now. And then if they're not available in your store, if you just ask whoever like your record store person or CD place is, like they can order them within like
They have
the week.
vinyls and CDs.
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm getting it on vinyl then because
No. Sorry, it's show and tell right now.
Dude, yeah, I mean I love CDs. I love CDs and vinyl. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Boop. Taking.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So is one of you in the H and the other is in the K?
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I'm running in the H in like it was actually a lake in Canada that was all surrounded by fire. And then she's in the snow in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, there are two Canada. I just
you're right.
realized this. We're I'm in Jasper
National Park.
and she's in Toronto.
Yeah.
That's actually I never realized we were both in Canada.
Canada.
She's Canadian. That's her home.
Right, because then you moved to San Diego later, right? Yeah. Yeah. I did my research.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. I definitely gonna cop that because I love CDs and stuff, but like I don't think vinyl sounds better than the other or whatever. I just love having the big,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it looks cooler to me. It's way cooler, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I love like the splatter colored vinyl that they have. Is that one a special color? Like, is that like?
I wish.
No, it's just first album, basic vinyl.
Yeah.
Still cool though. I mean, even just like the black ones, you know.
Yeah,
Love
this
it.
is our debut record. Like we've
yeah.
not released a full album before, so like this is really exciting to us. And thank you so much for having us on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I definitely want to encourage our listeners. For those of you who are, if you're currently listening to this on your podcast app right now, please go to YouTube and listen instead and watch instead. Hanging with these two was really fun for me today. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening to Anime Summit every week. I love you guys. That's Natalie and Taylor from Hey King. I'm Sam, and this is the Anime Summit podcast.